Well, we have to realize that these rankings are relative ranking, in the sense every country makes an effort to improve the ease of doing business in their own country, and we're also one of them. And sometimes others are faster than us. This time, maybe that's true. But more importantly, many of the steps that we have taken were well after the deadline of the World Bank, is one. Second, many of the steps that, let's say, the central government has taken, the state governments have also very quickly moved on that. It still takes a while for the industries to feel the benefit of it. So when respondents answer queries to the WTO, to the World Bank on the ranking, even though the center and the states have passed Qanun or reformed certain procedures, the benefit wouldn't have been received by the respondent. So there are time lags which are to be kept in mind. And many of the steps that we are taking are for short term as much as for the medium and the long term. So impact is going to be felt only with a time lag.
Ma'am, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had put he had this benchmark that we should reach the top 50 in the next 2 years and only 1 year to go for it now. Do you think that's still achievable?
Well, that is a goal we'll be working towards, and I will definitely put more energy and work with the states to ensure that we move rapidly in such a way that we are able to reach the Prime Minister's desired goal, because that is a goal for the country. And it is important for the country to reach that level of ranking so that actually is felt by the businesses.
Ma'am, as far as construction permits go, as far as getting credit goes, our rank has been falling for the past 2 years. What are we doing to ensure that, we go up in these levels?
See, in many of these things, credit or taxation or land registrations and so on, whilst efforts are going on, while measures are being taken, as I said, it is going to take a while for us to have substantial impact to be felt. Credit is something which is not in our hands. We are working with the banks to ease the procedures on that. For banks to also pass that on to the consumer, it is going to take a while, one. Second, on taxation, for instance, the GST is something which everybody was looking forward to. We are in the process of completing that entire reform. But for that, 1st April 2017 is when that's going to roll out. So we are moving, we are doing the reform, but obviously it's going to take some time for the respondent to get the benefit of it, single taxation for the entire country and so on. So whilst this ranking disappoints me, but at the same time we'll have to put it in a realistic context. Things are happening in India. Things which were waiting for a very long time are happening in India. But obviously the impact is going to take for a while for the beneficiaries to get it. And therefore this doesn't discourage me. On the contrary, it makes me much more motivated to ensure that I'll work with the states and with the industries to ensure that we move forward.
Ma'am, just the last thing then, do you think because these rankings consider only Delhi and Mumbai, the impact is not felt as much because the rest of the states are, vying with each other to get to that top spot in which the rankings which you have come out with?
Exactly. I won't fault the World Bank for it, but we in India, all of us, will have to realize that the enormity of the reforms that we are undertaking in this country is very different from what is happening in the rest of the world.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.